When people first hear Movember, the first thing they think about is generally mustaches. But what a lot of people don't know is that we're actually the world's largest men's health charity, and so what that means is we want men to live happier, healthier and longer lives. And the way that we do that is by activating the three most critical points of men's health: so prostate cancer, testicular cancer, mental health and suicide prevention. So there's loads of ways that people can get involved. We affectionately refer to those who take part as Mo Bros or Mo Sisters. Mo Bros generally grow a mustache, but if you don't want to grow a mustache, you can grow a mustache. You can take on a physical challenge, which we call a move challenge. So we've seen people do hikes. There's a run on at the Phoenix Park this weekend. People take on swims, triathlons, you name it. There's loads of physical challenges you can take on. You can also host an event. So host is deliberately broad. You can host a bake sale. You can host a five-a-side tournament. Anything you want to do, you can host and put a mustache on it. As it stands, we've almost raised €1 million for the 2019 campaign. Generally, we raise in around 1 million to 1.5 million. We hope to raise just over 1.5 million this year, and that will allow us to continue to fund the research programs we've got going with the Irish Cancer Society and evaluate new programs that we can introduce to Ireland in the coming years. From a Movember point of view, where we spend the large proportion of our funds on prostate cancer. So prostate cancer is the second most commonly diagnosed cancer in Irish men, with 1 in 7 men being diagnosed, leading to over 3,400 new cases every year, and there are currently over 30,000 men living in or in the wake of prostate cancer today in Ireland. What's really important to remember about prostate cancer is that if caught early, there's a 98% chance of survival, but when caught late, this drops down to 26%. And so it's really, really important that through the Movember campaign, we start the conversation, we get the word out there, and we raise awareness for prostate cancer so that guys at risk can catch their cancers early and get treated and get into survivorship. More recently, Movember started to look at mental health and particularly male suicide as a cause area, and the reason for that was that we couldn't really ignore that suicide was becoming a largely male issue. Around the world, we lose a man to suicide every minute, meaning that we lose 500,000 men, over 500,000 men to suicide every year. And in Ireland, 8 of the average 10 suicides a week are men. Now, this is a complicated issue and one that's not going to be solved easily. We've spoken to various different organisations about what we can do to activate change here, and the general consensus is we don't need another phone line for men not to call. The big issue is that men aren't seeking help. Way too many men are suffering in silence and seeking help too late. And so Movember's strategy is generally to work upstream before these mental health issues get to that critical point of suicide ideation, and to change the culture around men and help seeking, and get guys to support one another and prevent guys from ever getting to that stage.